Brawl Talk, hype! So as we saw it coming, everyone, today we are getting the juiciest of all the sneak peeks here leading up to this update. Honestly, my favorite day other than Brawl Talk. As you guys know, I've been doing my absolute best keeping y'all in the loop on the craziness leading into this next update, pre, post, and pretty much so now during this update. So if you guys have been enjoying the coverage, or if you find my videos useful, or if you'd like to keep up to date with the sneak peeks and the Brawl Talk breakdown right around the corner, be sure to subscribe to the channel. But we have a few very important things to go over here in this episode today. Number one, the insane sneak peek photo over on the Brawl Stars social medias, the Brawl Talk thumbnail, as well as the tweet itself. Smile, you are on camera. Hashtag mystery at the hub. Hashtag Brawl Talk. So historically, the hashtag here is the theme of this next update, so mystery at the hub. Pretty dang interesting. But getting straight away into the premiere, and as you guys can see, we're getting some elements here that are pretty dang unique compared to most other Brawl Talks. The thumbnail is completely different. Normally here, we have a silhouette of the brand new Brawler or Brawlers, but we have Danny and Paula in some detective gear here doing their thing, as well as a Masteries emblem in the background because of the text at the bottom. But getting even more info here at the premiere itself, as you guys can see, Brawl Stars Brawl Talk, 2 new Brawlers, Mastery titles, and more. That is looking so dang stellar. I had a feeling 2 Brawlers were going to be coming out in this update. We saw Masteries coming, but what the heck are titles? So dang excited for Brawl Talk to come out. I got a feeling this is going to be a good one. But with the title out of the way, you guys know what's coming next, the thumbnail breakdown. As I said before, it's going to be a little bit different here, seeing that the whole format is so different. It's pretty dang exciting that Masteries is kind of taking the forefront here, where normally the main grab of a thumbnail is the Brawlers, so it seems like they're putting quite a bit of weight into this brand new addition into Brawl Stars. So I'm very much so looking forward to seeing what Masteries is all about, what titles is all about, and how it's going to make Brawl Stars feel here moving forward, whether or not there's going to be rewards tied to it, whether or not it gives you that bragging rights that I feel like I've really been looking forward to in Brawl Stars here. There's just a ton of potential. However, one thing that I did want to bring up with all of you guys, there's been one time in Brawl Stars history when it came to Brawl Talks that a thumbnail ended up changing last minute. So I guess that could be a possibility if we're looking forward to trying to figure out more details about the Brawler in terms of their silhouettes, the Brawlers. But of course, here in this episode today, we really don't have that luxury to go off of here when it comes to the silhouettes and the predictions around those. However, much like we always do in these episodes, we have different outlets for details of the newest Brawlers coming around the corner here that we can go over later on in this episode today. The very first detail that may be giving us a bit more context of the new Brawlers right around the corner is, of course, the getup that Danny and Paula have here in the thumbnail itself. Whenever it comes to Brawl Talks, Danny, Paula, Frank, whoever is being featured in the Brawl Talk, tend to dress up and fit the character. I think Danny right now is fitting into the whole like detective vibe, which I think we're kind of going into here in this update, but Paula is looking quite a bit different, potentially maybe resembling some features of a new Brawler right around the corner. However, she could also be dressing up as a new skin in this next update. There's just a lot of potential there when it comes to what's going on in the thumbnail itself. But seeing that we are in a thumbnail breakdown segment in this episode, I felt like it was important to bring up at least. But then the only thing left in the thumbnail really to break down is, of course, the silhouetted thing in the background. I'm assuming what's going to be Masteries here in this update, or potentially titles and unknown elements that we really didn't foresee here coming out in the update. Either way, I'm assuming it's going to be really exciting, seeing that it's taking the focus of the thumbnail itself. So again, really looking forward to getting more information on that once the Brawl Talk drops, which I will be reacting to and going over as methodically as possible tomorrow with all of you guys. But then the final final thing is the Masteries text at the bottom itself. So pretty dang exciting if you ask me. This update is shaping up to being a really exciting one. All right, so we do still have quite a bit more to get straight away into here in this episode today. And before we get into the deeper speculation about the new Brawlers as well as the theme right around the corner, I first wanted to get this out of the way, and that is the duration of the Brawl Talk itself. As you guys can see, it's going to be a staggering 10 minutes and 39 seconds. Once again, seeing that it's so early on here, the premiere being aired to the public, I can't 100% confirm that this is correct. This is just an image floating around inside of the community. I feel like one individual in the community has a better method of being able to tell the premiere time before the actual Brawl Talk airs, because I can never get it right. But I'm assuming if you guys wait a little bit longer and Google it in the images like we always do here to try to find the duration, y'all can confirm this for yourselves later on during the day. But hey, 10 minutes and 39 seconds is insanely long. Definitely one thing in particular that's making it a bit longer is we have 2 brawlers coming out, so I'm assuming 2 different brawler animations, which definitely add to the duration. But on top of that, seeing that we're getting something like Masteries as well as titles, whatever that is, I'm assuming there's going to be quite a bit of explanation behind that. But at the very least, most of the time when it comes to a longer Brawl Talk duration, it's pretty much so synonymous with how much bulk of content is within the update. So it could be safe to assume that we're getting quite a bit of good juicy stuff in this update. If it's 10 minutes and 39 seconds, that's wild. So normally in these episodes, we take quite a bit of time going over the silhouette of the thumbnail to try to guess what the new brawler is going to be like. But seeing that we don't have that this time around, it feels like this update is a little bit more of a mystery, which I'm definitely not feeling bad about whatsoever. But we still do have some details that can give us further context of one of the new brawlers coming out, at least here. Taking to probably the most reliably sound bit of content whenever it comes to this, one day before the Brawl Talk for juicy sneak peek info, and that is the photo posted to the Brawl Stars social medias. We have a security camera with someone sitting down and looking at what's going down with some of the brawlers here. Getting the most jarring thing out of the way, of course, is the character looking on and spying on all of the Brawl Stars characters on the screens here. It is reminding me quite heavily of the robot Brawler or something similar to that we've been talking about quite a bit in these Brawl News episodes as of recently. It's not an exact 1-for-1 or anything like that, but as we were predicting beforehand, it is at least a robot Brawler coming to the game and having something to do with surveillance. It's kind of the luxury of covering so much speculation and so much theory crafting here in Brawl News episodes that, you know, if you cover enough, most of the time you'll find something that hits once we get further info. But quite some time ago in a Brawl News episode, we had predicted that the cameras within the Ghost Station was a telltale sign of something important in this next update. Most notably, this image here. Number one, we always see cameras in the Ghost Station with Gus present, but we also got this juicy detail on the camera up here with a green mouse up there, maybe symbolizing some importance with the camera. So the camera looking on and checking out what's going on in the Ghost Station hallways. So definitely, plain as day, we are seeing one of the newest brawlers coming out in this update, and I think it's safe to assume that this is going to be the chromatic brawler of this newest Brawl Pass here, which is really exciting. Like I said before, the last new robot brawler that we got in Brawl Stars was Stu, which is such a long time ago. So really looking forward to the change and really excited to see what their mechanics are going to be looking like. But seeing that we're also getting a look at kind of where they're fitting inside the Brawl Stars universe here with this photo, as well as the general vibe, he seems like a hidden robot looking upon the brawlers that don't know they're getting spied on. I'm assuming his mechanics or what he's just all about personality wise is going to mimic what's kind of going down in this photo. What those mechanics mechanics are going to be like, I'm not quite sure, but I have a good feeling they're going to be very unique and super exciting. So other than that, we're not getting that much context on the additional brawler coming out in this update. Potentially what Paula was wearing might be resembling that, but it's hard to say 100% certain. So we might be getting a pretty dang big surprise once the Brawl Talk comes around the corner when it comes to further information on that, at least, which I'm really looking forward to, and hopefully you guys are as well tomorrow. So most of the time in these update sneak peek photos, the brawlers being presented in them have some sort of relevance in the update to come, whether that's going to be new skins around the corner for some of these, potentially brawler remodels. This has definitely been something on the priority list of the Brawl Stars dev team, remodeling some of the Jessie and Penny skins. We could be seeing that. We've been discussing heavily an Edgar remodel recently, which might be a great reason why he's popping up on this security camera. We have Mr. P, I'm not sure, maybe a skin or some lore attached. We have Fang as well as Buster, which my favorite speculation just coming up on the spot here is, as you guys know, we've had some interesting tweaks to the whole Lola, Gray, Fang, and Buster families, where we always thought Lola was a part of this family here, and maybe they ended up making that switch because they wanted to add a brawler to this family. So seeing that we have two brawlers here together, we also had it with Penny and Jessie, but potentially maybe the newest brawler other than the chromatic being presented in this photo could be fitting into this family. But other than that, things like this, Sandy just sleeping on the ground, is giving me like a potential skin. We have Mortis here once again with the love letter going along with that photo that we saw some time ago. I'm not sure how this is going to play out. We have like a tadpole in love with Mortis. It's wild. We've got Frank there in the bottom left hand corner of the screen. I got a great feeling this means that the Supercell make skin for Frank is finally coming to the game here. As you can see, he is drawing up a sketch of himself, perfectly depicting what's going to be coming. I got a feeling Griff is just going to be getting a skin or something like that, seeing that he's just kind of fitting into his own theme. Nothing really else being told here. But that's just about it with the brawlers being presented on the security cameras. I think we have an assortment of meaning, skins, reworks, a new Supercell make skin coming to the game, just lore-based things, and maybe deeper meanings, deeper things that we really can't put our finger on as of right now, such as this Mortis one. But either way, really enjoying the rollout of these sneak peeks this time around, seeing that there is still somewhat of an element of mystery. We have no idea what titles are. We have no idea of the silhouettes of the newest brawlers, which feels so strange to me. Normally we can get pretty dang close as to what they're going to look like or what they're going to do even from the silhouette itself. So in my opinion, this Brawl Talk is even more exciting and sought after to see what is going to happen in this update. But there you have it, everyone. Be sure to let me know what you're thinking about what we discussed here in this episode today. Always freaking exciting whenever we get to this point in a update sneak peek journey or timeline. Of course, I'm going to be covering everything you guys need to know about the Brawl Talk tomorrow, and on top of that, sneak peeks will be following shortly after that, so be sure to stay tuned to the channel, subscribe up. I'll be keeping you guys in the loop on that as well, as I always try to do. But yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to slap a like on it. Really appreciate that. Have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. Keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we'll see you all in the next one. Adios and take care.